Hello, best friend, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having the most incredible day. This is the first time that you're watching my channel. My name is Sebastian, and I welcome you guys with open arms. I do pop culture videos every day with my co-host. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. So grab a snack and a drink and hit that subscribe button. I would be so incredibly grateful. Best friend, we are out of the closet, girl. Yes, we are out of the closet. Listen, you guys, we took down Christmas and I wanted to change it up for you guys a little bit. It's the end of the week, end of second week of 2024. So I was like, you know what, girl, let's just go out of the closet for today. And what do you guys prefer? Do you guys like the closet? You like the living room? I like both. So every day's going to change. So, I'm here to please everyone at those different times, okay? Anyways, best friend, just wanted to start off by saying I love you, say that I'm so grateful for you, and that we gotta talk because you know how when I say like, I've seen your comment and I've been tagged and stuff, this time I could really tell you that it was more than like 20, 30 times that I saw this and people wanting me to talk about it. Listen, Selena Gomez lost almost 1 million followers yesterday on Instagram, okay? And it has been one of those things where people are very, very not understanding the situation. And I thought I'd break it down as good as I can, okay? Because I also have an update on this. Yesterday was yesterday, but today is very different. So let's talk about yesterday for a second, okay? So, best friend, here's the thing about Selena Gomez. And I'm going to make it like into different parts, okay? The first part, best friend, is that, listen, she's not everyone's cup of tea. And that's something that we have to understand. We cannot get mad when people don't like her. We cannot get mad when people don't vibe with her, when people don't want her to win, when people do, everyone has the right to love or like whoever they want. Now, when they start getting, disrespectful, that's when, Sebastian comes in and does his biddity bobbity boom shit because we're not going to tolerate that shit, are we? But best friend, I do have to say that it is important to understand that, like, listen, we cannot live in a world where we pretend that everyone's going to love everything we love because then it would be a very boring world, okay? Well, listen, I have a couple theories that I'd like to run by you, okay, best friend? The first one is the same old one that we always talk about is Instagram bots, okay? And Instagram accounts that have not been, active, okay? So Instagram does delete certain accounts that have not been active or are fake, okay? Now, people can also hire companies to send hate bots to your page, okay? So Instagram does a very good way of dealing with that, but it doesn't deal with that on a daily basis. So when you see such a big number, it could be a combination of people unfollowing or Instagram deleting. So it could be a mixture of both. When it's such a huge one and there's really no cancellation or there's no, real reason for this to happen, then that's like the logic, one. Now I have a couple other theories that might not be very logical, but you know that your messy best friend is not logical and I don't give a damn to be logical, okay? Anyways. Okay. I have read that there are certain groups, right, that really don't like Selena and they love to follow and unfollow to make statements. So that could be something. I'm not sure if that is the case, but it is very rare for, girl, 1 million people to do that shit. I mean, almost 900,000, but 1 million, I round up. So it is very rare for people. If you have that amount of time to make many fake profiles and, create groups of people to follow and then unfollow just to send a message that people don't like a certain person, then I applaud you for having that time on your hands, honey. And it must be a luxury to have that time on your hands, boo. Because, listen, you are blessed. If you have that extra time to do that mess, you must be living a very blessed life, girl. Seriously. And my third, one is there has been some backlash over Selena Gomez's, statement of taking a break and then not taking a break like she always kind of does. Now, the thing about that with me, best friend, is that I don't understand why people take it so much to heart. Like, why do people let that affect themselves? Now, you guys know I go into rants, but I'm going to go into like a very little rant here. I recently watched a movie from The Secret, and it's called Dare to Dream. It's with Katie Holmes, and I don't know the guy's name, but he is so freaking sexy. And it's on Netflix. It's a wonderful movie for manifesting, for law of attraction, for, things like that. So I will say to you that I think it's important, best friend, that we are understanding that we love pop culture and we love to spill tea and we love to be messy. But when we allow these news or statements from our favorite celebrities or celebrities we don't like to affect our actual lives, then we gotta think about what's going on in our lives. And taking apart celebrities and just making it a day-to-day type of situation, other people's way of living, other people's ways of viewing life and viewing the way that certain behaviors happen, actions. If it has nothing to do with you, we cannot allow that to affect our lives. If it doesn't affect you, we cannot allow that to affect our lives. If you have that negative friend or that negative coworker or your parent or someone that is not in a good situation or just being negative and being angry and does things, don't let that affect you. You know what I mean? Like, we cannot be a vacuum cleaner for other people's energies. We just have to be able to clean up our mess, and to, to be able to handle us. I mean, life is already, so much, so we have to be able just to control us. So when I've seen comments saying like, I can't believe she's doing this again. Like, what the hell is happening? I'm unfollowing. I'm never going to stream a song again. She's this, she's that. I'm so upset. I'm just like, there are things, of course, that upset me, of course. I'm not saying that I don't. But, for example, if she lost 1 million followers, like, it's sad, right? It's sad. But at the end of the day, she's living her best life. So people on the other side fighting each other and making fake profiles and leaving hate comments and all these things, they're wasting their own precious life. You know what I mean? While she's out with Meryl Streep on red carpets. So the point that I'm trying to get to is we can't allow other people's actions and words affect us so much to the point where it's gonna ruin our day. So if those people unfollowed Selena, I read comments like, I've been a fan for many years, but I just can't take this anymore. Why is she always doing this? It hurts my feelings. I'm like, that's maybe taking it a little too far. You know what I mean? So my whole thing is, whatever the reason she lost it, I really don't think that she's going to lose any sleep over it. But if you are abandoning this fandom because she is the queen of stating that she's taking breaks, then maybe you weren't a fan to begin with. I feel like we have to allow people to be how they are, and I feel like we have to allow people to, to be themselves. And, if she wants to announce 3-hour Instagram breaks, then let her, but to end your love for somebody as a celebrity, as your favorite artist, I mean, I do think that's a little extreme. Well, anyways, that was yesterday, best friend. Today's today. Today, she's gained almost 500,000. So what does that tell you? I think what happens here is the following. I don't think that it's, it's like randomly 500,000 or randomly 1 million. I think it goes to play with a lot of different things here. people unfollowing, people following, people not wanting to follow her anymore, people finding her out for the first time, or Instagram also updating their follower list and deleting and adding and taking away and all of these things. So there's a lot of things that go into play when it comes to, Instagram and social media and stuff. So I would just say, look, take it with a grain of salt. I think it's fabulous that she's, today she's at a luncheon. She had a Rare Beauty event yesterday. And I just think it's fabulous that she is living her best life. So for all the people out here really bothered for her announcing her breaks and trying to just, be herself and just living her best life, I think you got to live your best life too. Like, I don't lose sleep over if Selena Gomez wants to take a break, you know what I mean? And I love talking about it. I love spilling tea. But I think that if it affects you so much that you're jumping ship and not wanting to ever support her again, then maybe you weren't a supporter to begin with. So what do you guys think the reason is for these drastic numbers? Let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful and thankful for each and every one of you. I don't take any of you guys for granted, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye. Beedity bobbity boom.